Hello, Shining Ones. Megas here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. And today we're going to actually be reading Song 12 of Zarathustra's own writings. And Zarathustra was the original prophet of the original religion. And he had the original word. There's a true word, the original word, and there's a false word. And how you can know which one you have. I love how simple it is. My friends, if you have the true word, the real word, you're living in the true world, the real world, the good world, because only a good thought and a good creation could come from a good creator. My friends, and we attune ourselves because we are energetic spiritual beings, and we attune ourselves to that true word to make the true world with the frequency and the truth that we hold. If we're holding the lie, then we're creating a world that is a lie, that is full of suffering and evil. My friends, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to share a story with you. You're going to be able to see this so clearly. But Zarathustra, the original Magus, my friends, the original prophet of the original religion, of the God that's just good. My friends, in these 6 tiny verses will change your life. Listen to this. To him who through progressive mentality performs his duties best in thoughts, words, and deeds in accordance with Asha. Real quick, just in case you're new, what is Asha? It's the very Holy Spirit of God. It's his very essence, his energy, what he is. And it's truth, and it's real, and it's good, and it's unmixed. You must see that. It's not like the world religions where there's a God that loves and hates. He can heal arson disease, can kill men, women, and children. There's stories that aren't good, that aren't pure light. My friends, there's no darkness in this original religion and this original God. And this Asha is his very spirit. It's a perfect idea. It would be living in heaven on earth because that spirit is living in you and you're living in that spirit. It says, the wise God, Mazda, Ahura Mazda, the all-good spirit, the all-good God, grants wholeness and immortality through sovereignty and serenity. So wholeness, right? It's that there's nothing lacking in our life. We have peace and we have joy and we have protection and we have provision. Immortality is that God life where you and God are one. Evil cannot enter God and evil cannot enter you because again, you and God same through sovereignty, right? It's that divine dominion where you are the light and darkness can't enter the light. You are that pure love that hate, fear, greed, violence, discord, dis-ease cannot enter. My friends, and it's peace. It's that perfect peace. My God, my God. Verse 2, that's just verse 1. Verse 2 says, he receives the best from the most progressive mentality, who speaks words of good mind with his tongue. My friends, we go into our heart of hearts, that divine spark, that Fravashi, that God mind where you and God are one, and we speak our spells and our truth, and it is. My friends, we decree and declare, and it is. We say Asha is. The perfect creator's perfect idea is love, is peace, is joy, is protection, is provision, is health, is life, is, and it is. It goes on to say, and performs with his own hands deeds of serenity. Get this, because he has one perception. Perception is everything, my friends. So we want to think from the God mind. Not from the beast mind. We want to think truth. We want to think God good and not the lie and illusion. Though, and get this, the wise God is the creator of Asha. This is Asha 13, and Asha 13 is everything. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask you, will you do this? I want you to memorize at least the first half of Asha 13. It says, the original word of the good religion is all good comes from the Creator, and no evil comes from him. And from this original word, the spiritual world is made straight. That's you. That's your temple. That's your energy. That's your spirit. And the material world comes into order. I need you to see this. And as you speak it, you see it. The original word, the frequency that God created the world with, that we call Asha, is all good. It's unmixed. Right? It's that Zoroaster, pure starlight. It's not good and evil. It's just pure light. My friends, and from that original word, your spiritual world is made straight. I want you to see the cells in your very body attuning and aligning to God good, divine life and divine light and health and peace and joy and power and freedom and all the attributes of the God good, Mazda. My friends, and then you see, as you hold that frequency, see yourself holding that light, and the darkness can't enter. You're holding that harvatat, that wholeness, that health, that disease and sickness can't live in this environment. You're holding that peace of mind that discord and dis-ease cannot live in. My friends, see it. And then see, as you hold that, the material world coming into order, because the form and matter is just energy and spirit that we hold in a frequency. I need you to see this. We create our world. And you know what? You can be on the same planet Earth in the same location and be having a completely different experience. I want to share this with you because it's beautiful for this fall time that we're going into. But I was up here on the 200 acres in this beautiful mountain setting many years ago with a friend of mine. And it was such a perfect fall, crisp day, my friends, and that fresh mountain air. And I had my flannel on, and I was just, heaven on earth, Asha. And a big moose came out in front of me and my friend, giant antlers. And I was I was praising God. How am I so blessed to live in this Asha? He was having a completely different experience. We're in the same place, the same earth, but I was creating my own world. He's creating his own world. We create our own world with the spirit and the energy that we hold. I was feeling healthy and good, and he was feeling sick and run down, my friends. And he was, as I'm enjoying this beautiful mountain day, right? He's talking about in the mountains, you don't get enough vitamin D and sunshine. And I was thinking, I don't have a vitamin D deficiency. And then that beautiful moose that I thought was such a gift, he goes, that poor thing probably can't sleep at night, just trying to chew ticks out of itself. And I was saying, I don't see any ticks on that. And so he, with his perception, had created a hell that was very real to him. But there was another reality he could have been living in, the real above all real, that we call Asha when we attune with Mazda. My friends, so beautiful. Are you guys still with me? We're going to go to verse 3 if you're still with me. It says, you are the promoter of this mentality, which created the joy-bringing world, and have granted peace and serenity for his settlement. Because, wise one, he consulted good mind, Vohu Menu, the God mind, the true mind. Let's go to verse 5. You're going to love this. Wise God, it is through this progressive mentality that you have promised the righteous what is indeed best. Now, I need you to see this. So we talk in Zarathustra's writings. So righteousness, truth, Asha, all the same thing. Just like good and God are the same thing. The truth, the real, right? That's Asha. But also the righteous, the Ashavans, the truth knowers, right? It's all the same thing. So here he's saying, you have promised the real to the real people. You have promised truth to the truthful. You have promised Asha to the Ashavans. Ashavans are truth knowers. And when this was written, to know was to be. So those that are Asha experience Asha. right? Where your very energy becomes the Spirit of God, where you and God are one. You are Asha. You are that Holy Spirit. You are the love. You are the truth. You are the peace. And you experience, are you getting this, my friends? My God, I don't think I've ever explained it clear. And if you need to go back and listen to this twice, please do. All the truth to live in Asha is in Song 12 here. Verse 6. Wise God, you grant good to both these parties through progressive mentality by means of fire, light, warmth, and energy, because with the growth of serenity and Asha, it shall convert many a seeker. So here's what he's saying. Wise God, you grant good to all through your fire and light and warmth and energy, through God's very nature. He's just like the sun just shines its light on all. God good just shines his nature. Never gets angry, never hates, never gets jealous, never tells you to do something evil or questionable or fishy, right? It's always just good. His nature, that's what makes our original religion so beautiful. It's so simple. If it's good, it's God. If it's not good, it's not God. You know, and this is where people fight me all the time. They say, well, what if someone breaks into your house, right? Are you supposed to just love them? You know, well, first, if you're living in Asha, it shouldn't even happen because there's a hedge of protection. But if you get yourself in a position and someone breaks in your house, then you got to grab the baseball bat and run them out. But it's not God. Right? It's just better than being a helpless victim. To beat the crap out of someone with a baseball bat is better than being a helpless victim, right? But it's not God. It's not the highest principle, the highest idea. It's not Asha. And you know, I've got myself where I live in a place, I'm blessed. I live in that divine place. And as we hold that perception of truth and Asha, it forms. My friends, and you know, it's why the Magi were the original magicians. They said it's magic, but really, I guess you could say it's just science, because energy makes form and matter. It makes our world. And just like me and my friend up on the mountain, you know, I'm living in Asha. He was living on hell on earth. It's the spirit that we hold, but there seems to be some power that we can't quite explain that can put an actual hedge of protection around your home that evil can't enter. It's such a light that the darkness can't come in. It's such a pure love that the violence can't stay in this atmosphere. My friends, there's power in God good. There's power in Asha. It's beautiful. Grab your book, Asha, speaking of that. I tell you what I want to do. I want to go back to Asha 13. I want us to really work on that today because everything's in it, right? You have to have a reason to believe. Otherwise, you're just hoping, maybe begging a deity in the sky, trying to bargain. I'll do this if you'll do this. I'll stop doing this if you'll do this. And none of that works. My friends, we have to have a reason to believe, to hold that frequency. And what is our reason? The original word. Asha. That's what's truth. That's what's substance. That's what's reality. That's what was, is, and forever shall be. It's the real. It's the truth. So we got to be the real. We got to be the truth. And we can do that by holding these words that is the original word in our hearts and attuning to it. The original word of the good religion. Say it with me. And I want you to put this to memory. If you don't have the book, just write it down. The original word of the good religion is that all good comes from the Creator. Say it out loud, my friends. Let your cells are listening to your voice, your spells. Speak it out loud. I am divine life. I am divine health. Sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I am powerful. I am free, right? We speak our spells. I want you to speak Asha 13. There's power in that because the Magi for years have been speaking this spell. And there's a momentum, and there's a power, and there's an agreement in it. The original word, say this out loud, the original word of the good religion is that all good comes from the Creator and that no evil comes from Him. From this original word is the spiritual world made straight and the material world brought into order. I want you to say that over and over till you can see it happening. Everything in you, your cells your energy changing and attuning to that pure light, that pure God good, that Asha, so that we can create it. Let's grab the cards today, give them a shuffle, and get a message from Good Spirit. Good Spirit, what do you want to tell us today? King of Pentacles. Here we're talking about making our world, the king ruling over his world, the material. You create your world with a frequency and an energy that you hold. We hold Asha. Look, his eyes are on Asha. We keep our eyes on Asha, our hearts on Asha, that frequency, and that's the world that we create. You're going to be making your world, king of your world, King of Pentacles. What a beautiful confirmation. Thank you, Good Spirit. Magi, I love you so much. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and know I love you.